Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison between these two robot vacuum cleaners. On the left, I got the Dreame L20 Ultra, and on the right, I got the X30 Ultra. I've got some muddy paw prints on this carpet, or this linoleum, and we're going to see how it does on carpet. But first, let's compare and see how they're different from each other. Okay, so up top, they both have a clean water tank and a dirty water tank. The clean water tank, you're going to put just regular water in it. This one may be a little bit bigger. In the dirty water tank, you're going to have to empty this because after it washes the mop pads, it's going to put the dirty water there. Yeah, this one's a little bit bigger. Now here's the solution tank on the L20. It's up here. It's going to mix the concentrated solution out of this bottle and the clean water and put it inside a container inside the robot. Now over here, you're going to add the solution, the concentrated solution, to this container. So you're going to take the Dreame concentrated solution, dump it in there, and then the machine's going to mix it automatically just like that one. So they both mix it the same. Now I do like the L20. It has some buttons here that work. You can have it start cleaning and you can have it pause and go to dock. Even if the robot is in another room, you can just walk to the base station and tell it what to do. The base station will communicate with the robot, even if it's 3 rooms away. And you don't have that on the dock on the X30. Okay, so let's take its container. There's a lock button here. Open this up. There's the dust collection bag. You can keep a spare one, and here it is on the X30. So this is a feature that I like on the L20. You can hit this undock button, and it tells the robot to leave the base station. And it'll just come out here and park. Okay, let's take a look at where they clean the mop pads. So here's the L20. You can see we do get some dirt down in there, but you have to clean these once in a while anyway. Over here on the the X30, it's got these wiper pads. So that is what's different. You've got these pads that are going to turn and help wipe up the dirt down in there. Whereas over here, these are simple to take out. I just take this over to my sink, get it all nice and clean. Okay, so this is the X30. It's got a hinge that you're going to lift up. The L20 has a cover you're going to take off that's held on with magnets. Now they both have a dust bin. This is when it's vacuuming, it's going to put everything in here, and then everything will get sucked out of here by this little door right here, by that right there. Over here, same thing, a little bit different. Dust bin is going to hold everything. When it's done, it's going to get sucked out of right there. They charge it, and they also fill it up the same. The base unit's going to fill up. There is a tank inside here that holds that water and solution that's been mixed together. Okay, here's the X30. Again, it's got a camera on the front, some sensors. Same with this one. So that has a light that it can turn on, a camera, and some extra sensors. As far as I know, they have the same navigation. They have LiDAR navigation up here that can map your house, and the same obstacle avoidance. Okay, here's the bottom of the vacuum cleaners. Again, the mop pads, both of them can remove the mop pads and leave them at the base station, which I'm going to show you. That's a really nice feature. They're just held on with Velcro. They both just pop off. They both have an arm that moves. So one of the mop pads can move in and out to help it get close to the wall. Now, from what I can tell, the mop pads do look to be the same. Okay, they've got a brush roller. This is what's going to clean the floor, a side brush, drive wheels. Now the X30 does clean the mop pad with hot water. You'll see the caution hot water. The L20 does not. It just whatever room temperature the water is inside there. It does not clean it with hot water. But they both dry the mop pads when you're done. You'll say it says it's going to dehydrate the mop pads. They're both going to blow hot air directed right onto the mop pads, and it does get them nice and dry. And it could last anywhere from 2 to 4 hours depending on what you have it set at. Now they both use the same app, but you do have a couple different features. They still have the Clean Genius, but in Customize, the L20 you can do vac and mop, standard, deep clean, and you can customize each room. But on the X30, we go to Customize cleaning settings. They're a little bit different. We can do mop after vac, and then we got the vacuum mop and vac and mop and customize, but that's a new setting there. Mop after vac. Now they both have this setting, which is mop detach. I suggest selecting that. It'll remove the mop pads and vacuum the carpet. Both of them have that feature. So after it's done mopping this floor, it'll dock itself and remove the mop pads, and then it goes and vacuums. Now it does have auto lift technology. So when the vacuum goes over and then when it hits carpet, it will lift the mop pads, but I prefer when it just removes the mop pads. Okay, so I told them both to start cleaning this room. Again, we got a bunch of dog hair, we've got some muddy paw prints. The first thing both of them are doing right now is cleaning the mop pads. And you'll hear water going down and cleaning them, they're spinning them. Then it turns on a pump and you'll see the water going into the dirty water tank. Here's the water going to the dirty water tank. Now again, we really can't see that operation. It does it back there, but it does spin the mop pads and clean them. Okay, so the X30 undocked itself first. I started it first, but they both take the same amount of time washing the mop pad. And again, it can extend that arm so that it cleans right up next to the wall. And now the L20 has undocked itself and it's going to start mopping. And so they're both doing a good job of mopping and vacuuming. Yeah, and there's the X30 with its mop pad extended. And then there's the L20 doing the same thing. They both do a really good job of mopping and vacuuming at the same time. Once they go around the perimeter of the room, then they start going back and forth to get the middle of the room. They both sound the same, mopping and vacuuming as far as loudness. And I think they both clean exactly the same. So both of them will show you in real time exactly where it's cleaning on the map. We can see it moving on the map in real time. And both of them take pictures of the obstacles that it came across. Here's a picture of the obstacle that this one saw. It was a leg from a chair. They're both cleaning up those muddy paw prints really good. Okay, so I paused them. I just want to see how much they've been picking up. They've been picking up a lot. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of fine particles and everything in that one. Let's check the X30. They both have the same runtime too. Oh yeah, it's been picking up a lot of fine particles also. Okay, so they've both completed. They're going to return to the dock now, and they're both going to clean their mop pads. They're also going to auto empty, so they're going to suck everything out that's in that dustbin that I showed you. Now the X30 is quieter.
Start charging. Start auto empty.
Here's the auto empty on the X30. Yeah, that's very quiet. Here will be here's the L20. It's a little louder, not too much louder though. Now they'll both clean the mop pads and then they'll start dehydrating. And the fan is the same on both. It's a really quiet fan that you can program from 2 to 4 hours to stay on and blow hot air onto the mop pads. Now again, the X30, it is using hot water. We just can't see it. There is a heating element that's heating the water up. Okay, so the X30's done. They both washed the mop pad. It takes the same amount of time. It's already started dehydrating the mop pad. Okay, so both of them are dehydrating. Again, the fan is very quiet. You can hear it. It's a low hum, but they're both the same. Okay, so I'm going to have them go clean carpet. The first thing they're going to do is undock, but then they redock themselves and they're going to remove their mop pads. You'll hear a clunk.
Mop pads removed.
All right. The X30 didn't undock and do that. It just removed the mop pads. There's the clunk on the L20. Now it'll start. See how the mop pads, both of them leave the mop pads behind?
Mop pads removed.
And there's the L20. They both leave them behind. So they're both going to come to this room and start vacuuming. They both ramp their suction up when they're on carpet. And they both avoid cords on the floor. They'll take a picture of that cord and they will avoid it. See, it says I see it, and then I'm going to back up. So I got a really big mess here on the carpet. We're going to see how they do and avoid that obstacle. Now, to me, they both sound exactly the same when they're vacuuming as far as loudness. Yeah, they both do a good job of getting stuff off of vacuuming. All right, so it sensed that obstacle and it's going around it now. It's going to take a picture of it also. Yeah, they're both sensing it now. That was a big mess. Okay, let's take a look at the X30. Yep, it's picked up a lot of stuff. All right, let's take a look at the L20. Yep, oh yeah, it picked up a lot of stuff too. Okay, so they both did a really good job picking everything up. Now they're returning to the dock. Now both of them will reattach the mop pads. And they're also going to empty out everything that was in them. All right, L20 docked first.
Start charging. Start auto empty.
So the X30 was having a little bit of problem. It undocked itself, and now it's going to try again. Yep, this time it's doing a great job. Okay, so let's start talking about the differences. The L20 right now is $1,000. It's March of 2024. The X30 just came out. It's retailing for $1,700. Now, they did have an early bird coupon for $500, which brought the X30 down to $1,200. I think that's a great price. $1,000 for this L20 is an amazing price. I don't know that there's that much of a difference other than the size. Obviously, I did think the L20 was super big when we first got it. It's one of the biggest ones I've ever reviewed. And now the X30 is a more appropriate size. Okay, so in my scoring, the X30 got a 92 out of 100 and the L20 got a 91. So these things are very similar. I do miss the controls on this one. It's a nice being able to control your robot when you don't know where it is. It could be 3 rooms away and you don't want to get your smartphone out, but you can just come up here, hit the dock button, it finishes, comes home and docks. I do think it's smart how they're doing the solution. This I can see being a problem. You're always going to have to buy this container that looks like this. Whereas on the X30, you just have to buy detergent and put it into the bottle. That was smart. The hot water, I don't know enough about that. I've never noticed a problem with normal water, but this one is hot water washing. I like that they both have fans. I think that really helps out on the smell down there. Now, where I do see smell, and this might help with this tank being smaller, if you don't empty this right away, that tank will start to smell. Now, this one has onboard storage for this is a really nice brush. You are gonna have to get in there and brush that dirty water tank. It will smell. This one comes with a brush, you just don't have any place to store it. I don't mind that for a smaller profile. I was surprised the app looks really similar, but those differences, I found a few other small differences, mainly in the customize where I showed you before, where it can do the order. So even though the mapping is all the same, and that's all the same, there are some differences in the app. One of the big differences is under more functions is the clean the washboard manually. This is in the app now. Where on the L20, it's on the buttons on top. But this walks you through it. I'm gonna make a video on exactly how to do this. It looks kind of neat, but you're just going to start it in the app and it's going to walk you through how to clean that base station. So that's different. This is not on the L20. So I'll put links to both of these in the show description notes. Again, if you're worried about size, the X30, but if you're worried about price, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the L20. If you want to see more reviews, hit the subscribe button. I got lots of comparisons coming up with robot vacuum cleaners. And I show you how to do all the maintenance on them. So I show you how to set them up, unbox them, connect them to your smartphone, go through how to map your house, how to edit the map. Then once you've been using it for a while, I show you exactly how to do the maintenance. Because with these base units, there is some maintenance on them. They do get dirty down there. That wiper, I think that wiper does help. You know, you still get dirt down there that you're going to have to clean, but the wiper is helping. Also check me out on my Facebook group page and Instagram. I do free giveaways on Instagram and Facebook group. Look for Just a Dad videos and my logo. Also check me out on TikTok. Again, I'll put links to these. I bought both of these with my own money. That way I could give you an honest review. Would I spend $1,700 on that one? No, that's got to come down in price. $1,400 to me is a nice number. And then after maybe a year, it goes on sale. Like this one's down to $1,000. I spent $1,200 on my L20. So again, I give more real world reviews, kind of how they do. These do have some of the best obstacle avoidance that I've tested. They beat the Roborock S8 Ultra. They beat the EcoVax. Now I will be comparing. They have an L10S that I have a review on too, and it does okay, but its obstacle avoidance is not the same as these two here. So again, look for the links right underneath the show. You'll see in the description where you can purchase these off of Amazon. I am an Amazon affiliate. If you click on the links, the products don't cost you anymore, but I do get a small commission from the sale. It is a way of supporting my channel. Again, really appreciate everybody's support. If you could, hit the like and subscribe button, and thanks for watching.